For the record, Jada Pinkett Smith did not cheat on Will. You guys stop peddling rumors and misinformation. Can you hear the sarcasm in my voice? Welcome to True Lies, Scandals. Subscribing is free. You can hit the subscribe button below anytime while watching. Thank you so much for your support. Oh, mercy me. You guys badmouthed Jada Pinkett so much that you forced her literally to make a public statement about the cheating scandal surrounding her marriage.
Did not cheat on Will Smith, no matter how sad he looked at that table. And when you read this book, you will kind of get an understanding of why the red table even happened in the first place.
Ooh, things are getting more and more interesting by the day with Jada, isn't it? And by the way, full transparency and accountability on my end. I am one of those who reported that she had an affair, regardless of the word salad that she used to sort of try and make us think that no cheating happened. She called it an entanglement. All right, so I've concluded that regardless of whatever terms she used, the crux of the matter is some type of cheating, some type of extramarital affair happened. And if you are a diehard fan of Jada, you had to have seen her red table confession to her husband Will when she told him she had an entanglement with the singer August Alsina, her son's friend, who was in his early 20s at the time. And it don't matter how old he was. It's her son's friend, for crying couldn't she have found no other man in this entire world to have an affair with, to have an entanglement with, correction, to use her own terms? Couldn't she not have found another man, her son's friend? Come on, guys. Help me out here, okay? So this alleged cheating happened sometime between 2015 and 2020. The details are not clear. Of course, Jada Pinkett is not providing the details. All we're getting is bits and pieces of information, and we have to sit down and try to fit the puzzle together. And even when we try to do that with the information that's provided, there's still missing parts to this whole thing, okay? So it's all a bunch of confusion. And again, the cheating, assuming the cheating happened sometime, the entanglement happened sometime between 2015 and 2020, and that's based on the timeline when Jada first met Alsina, and when Alsina publicly revealed he had had a relationship with a Set It Off actress, Miss Pinkett. Let's investigate, lest Jada thinks we forgot. Let me refresh your memory of what Jada said herself at her Red Table family drama show, sitting across from Will Smith, her husband, who is, to me, a willing participant to the entanglement. I've been making videos to point out that Jada is engaging in what's called gaslighting. Gaslighting is a mental abuse, emotional abuse strategy used by manipulators such as narcissists and sociopaths to feed you crap. They spin the truth. They split hairs. They deflect. They shift the blame. They change the subject. They introduce irrelevant details. They do all of these things to try and get themselves out of trouble and to avoid taking accountability for their fuck-ups, okay? If you catch them cheating, for example, they will make this famous statement. I've dealt with enough narcissists in my life to know how they roll. Jada, even told us, will give the side dude his blessings. I mean, if this is true and they discussed it at the red table, she basically forced the information on Will, basically saying, and just to be clear, let the world know, in my words, that Alcina got your blessings for what we did, okay? Who gives a damn? How is that normal? So they're just saying she brought Will onto the red table to tell him about the entanglement and also remind him that he gave his blessings. So to normalize what happened, does that make it okay? It doesn't. You guys are married. You guys can just get a divorce and move on with your lives and let Will find a wife that really truly loves him and cares for him and will treat him and do right by him. And you can move on and do all your entanglements that you want to do. And we won't have to have this conversation. Okay? We won't have to read a book about you. And you're still not telling the truth, Jada. Okay? So, what type of man gives the other man, the side dude, a thumbs up to have a relationship with his wife? I'll tell you what type. Let's just say, definitely not an alpha male. But the type that assaults the comedian at the Oscars for a woman who is no longer his wife, right? 2016 they separated. No longer his wife. The Oscars happened in 22 when he slapped Chris Rock. And he slapped another man, assaulted Chris Rock for a woman that's no longer his wife, that basically don't treat him with respect, and that they're not married except on paper. She really doesn't give two hoots about Will, and he was willing to risk his entire career, to risk his integrity and his reputation to protect her from a joke. That's the joke. All right, joke's on them. I kind of digressed. So what does Jada and gaslighting us have to do with August Alsina? Jada is using word salad to try and prove to us that she did not mess around on Will. This is what she said. Oh, read the book and you'll understand why. This woman has the temerity, the brass balls to keep belittling us. She keeps saying that, or she keeps implying that we lack understanding. In fact, she said we misunderstood what she communicated about her marriage to Will. We didn't misunderstand anything. Everything is pretty clear. But she wants us to read the book. So she was like, we don't understand. We need to read the book to understand. To understand what? That she had an entanglement? That she cheated? Or why she cheated? Or that she had the green light to cheat? Doesn't matter. We already know the facts. All right? And for her to use more word salad to escape accountability, we have to read the book for that. We're not doing that. I'm not reading the book. Okay? So you get what I'm saying? This is all a lot of confusion being created by Jada to escape accountability. To me, that's the bottom line. All she could have said, she could have come out, have some integrity, own up to her behavior, and said, listen, I cheated on Will. End of story. And people might have had more respect for her for owning her shit. Anyway, after I analyzed several statements by Jada on the cheating rumors, I've concluded that there was an extramarital affair of some type that potentially was the final straw that broke up their marriage, her marriage to Will. Shenanigans happened, regardless of if Will give her his blessings, and regardless of if they were separated temporarily at the time of the entanglement. To me, telling us the entanglement happened while they were separated is just a cover-up to save themselves from the embarrassment after Alsina let the cat out of the bag. The other thing was that it's not clear to us how many times did this couple separate before the final 2016 separation. And it begs the question, were they seeing other people during these mini breakups, on again, off again marriage? Or are they just telling us they were separated to normalize their behavior in what I call a highly toxic marriage? Why do we care? Because they're selling their business. They're selling their relationship as a business. They've turned their marriage and their relationship and their family drama into a business. They have us all locked in, and we're wasting our time listening to these people. Time we could spend doing other things that are more important, spending time, quality time with our family members or whatever else we want to do. So when when they're going to use, or if they're going to use their marriage as a business, and we are the customers, so to speak, we need to get what we came for. We need honesty and transparency, okay? We don't need untruths. We don't need lies. Same thing. We don't need that type of stuff. So that's why it's our business to get into their business to try to get to the bottom of what really had happened. The bottom line is this, though. There was an extramarital relationship of some sort, as I said earlier, whether she and Will agreed to it or not. According to reports, Jada and August Alsina met in 2015. Jada attended the BET Awards with Alsina in July of 2017. August Alsina appeared on the Red Table Talk with Jada in July of 2018. August Alsina hints that he and Jada had a relationship in his music video. And in April of 2019, in June, that he hinted about the affair or the entanglement in April of 2019. In 2020, August Alsina claims he had a relationship with Jada, and in July of 2020, Jada and Will Smith rushed to the Red Table to address the cheating scandal and discuss the status of their relationship at the time of the alleged cheating bombshell dropped by Alsina. If Jada in fact cheated, it is absolutely possible that affair was the last straw, the thing that broke the camel's back. It could very well have been the final fuck up by Jada that caused her and Will's separation in 2016. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. And now in 2023, Jada attempts to manipulate us into believing that the whole saga and public uproar against her was all for nothing. Why? Because she and Will were not together? They were married but separated? Like, what does that have to do with anything if you're still legally married? It's still called infidelity, regardless of blessings or not, agreement or not. Jada contradicted herself in an interview with Andy Cohen in 2017, where she talked about her and Will being together for 23 years, yet no word about separation, just no words. Were they separated or not? Did she cheat or not? She's all over the place with her statements, and now she's left us feeling confused, just as manipulators do. The goal is to create confusion. That's Jada's goal. Like narcissists do, her goal is to create confusion so you're left feeling like you can't trust your own understanding of what happened. She hopes that if she brainwashes us enough, we will eventually accept that she's telling the truth. But that is not going to fly with certain people. We already see the bullshit. We can see right through that. The only thing Jada is good at doing is keeping up appearances. She pretended all this time her marriage was solid, well, up until she admitted to the August Alsina entanglement. Even then, her and Will sat at the Red Table and misled us into believing that no affair happened because they were temporarily separated at the time. You see that? That's the escape route. We were separated, so whatever she did, you can't call that cheating. That's gaslighting. That is nothing more than gaslighting. And both of them are doing it. Here's my $1 million question. Did they separate to allow her to date another man so that they could turn around and tell us, yes, she dated another man, so what? But she did not cheat because we were separated? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I know you guys will take all the facts into consideration and make up your own mind on this question. Did Jada cheat on Will? Is it true? Is it a plain old lie? Or just truly scandalous? I gotta stop here for now. Thank you for listening to the end. I look forward to hearing from you in the comment section below. Remember to hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up if you like the content, and share it to your social media. That's all for now. Be kind to yourself. Be safe. And I hope to meet up with you again right here next time for another episode of True lies, scandals.